Hi, welcome to all. In this video, I am going to focus on tables in HTML. That should be included tables and their attributes, and how to create the nested tables, and how to import the images into tables, and how to span the rows and columns. To create a table in HTML, you use the table element, which is the easiest part. The HTML tables are created using the table tag, in which the tr tag is used to create table rows, and these table rows are specified by tr open and tr closing tag. And the next one is td tag, which is used to insert the table data. Table data cells are specified by td open and td closing tag, and these td holds the content of the data cell. The third one is th tag, which is used to create table headings, and the text between these th tags will be bold and center. The next tag in HTML is caption tag, which is used to create table captions, and these caption tags must be the first element of the table. Table attributes. There are a number of table attributes which can be used along with table elements, that is table, tr, td and th. Now let's see each and every attribute in detail. The first attribute is align, which is used to specify the horizontal alignment of the table in the browser's window. With the help of this align attribute, you can set your table alignment to right, left or center. The second attribute is background attribute, which is used to display a background image for the table, and all the cell contents are displayed over this image. The third attribute is bg color, which is used to set the background color of the table, and the fourth attribute is border. Defaultly, the table does not display any border. If you want to display a border, then you have to use this border attribute. The fifth attribute of the table element is cell padding, which sets the spacing between cell walls and the cell content. The next one is cell spacing. It gives the distance between cells. And the last two attributes of the table element is height and width, which is used to set the height and width of the whole table. Now we will discuss each and every attribute with example. Let's see our first example on HTML tables. Open a notepad document, write the code for HTML table, and this is a general structure of a HTML program. Under body section, I am going to write table code, that is table open. Last tag for table is table close. Now the first tag of a table is caption, which displays the table's heading. Occasional courses, caption close. After caption, I am going to create a row th. Instead of td, I am using th because I want my first row as heading. Serial number, th, course, th, first year, strength, and the last value is second year strength. Now I am going to create a single row which contains 4 values. These 4 values are written under tr open and tr closing tag, which creates a table row. Now save this file, tables.html. Open this. See, it creates a table, but it does not display any border. In previous class, we have already discussed defaultly the table does not display any border. If you want to display a border, you have to use attribute, that is border attribute. Border equals to 1. Save this file and refresh your browser. See, it creates a table which contains 1 row and 4 values under that row. vocational courses. This is the caption of your table, and it creates a row which has serial number, course, first year strength and second year strength values. Now we are going to create 3 more rows. Now create second row with the help of tr tag, tr. Now I am using td tag instead of th. Serial number 1, td, course CGA, first year strength, for example 80, second year strength 69, for example. Now after completion of your row, just close tr tag. Now save this. We have created one more row. Now copy this code. Serial number 2, ANT course. Serial number 3, PSTT course. Now save this. You have total 4 rows in your table. Now we are discussing about table attributes. The first attribute we are going to discuss is align. Align equals to center. Save this. See. Now with the help of center alignment, you can align with your table into center. Now the second attribute is BG color. BG color equals to pink, for example. So it displays the background color as pink. Now the third attribute is background, which displays a background image for a table, equals to, for example, 1.png. It displays 1.png image as your background. See here on my desktop I have an image that is 1.png. Now the next attribute is height and width of a table. For example, height equals to 50, width equals to 50. Save this file. Now it changes the height and width to 50-50. Now our next, remove this background attribute. Our next attribute is cell padding. What is the use of cell padding? Cell padding equals to 5. It sets the spacing between cell wall and the cell content. See. It sets the, save this file. It sets the space between cell wall and the cell content. Now increase to 15. Save it. See. Thus space is increased in between cell wall and the cell content. The next one is cell spacing. Cell spacing means equals to 5. Cell spacing is used to give the distance between cells. It gives the distance between these two cells. See. Increase this value to 15 to understand. Refresh this. See. These are the attributes of a table. Now we are using all these attributes with table tag only. You can use all these attributes with individual row or individual cell also. Now try this. If you write any attribute under table, it applies to the entire table. If you write under tr, for example, BG color equals to pink, I am writing this under tr. Now refresh this. It displays only to first row. The color is displayed only on first row. Okay. If you write this BG color to, for example, instead of tr, for th, see what happened. It applies to only first row, first value. Like this, you can use all the attributes for individual row or individual cell also. Our next topic is nested tables. Nested tables means a table which is inserted into another table is called as a nested table. And here's an example in which two tables are nested into one. See here, this is the first table and this is the second table, in which these two tables are inserted into another table. So totally we have three tables. Now I will show you how to execute this program in a simple way. For some time forgot these two are the tables. Assume that this entire first table is your first TD value and this second entire table is your second TD value in a row. Now let's see the example. As per our example, I am going to create a table, the first table which contains 4 rows. Under first row we have first, second and third values. Under second row ABC, third row DEF and fourth row GHI values. Now save this program to check. Save as nested table.html. Execute this program. This is your first table. Now create a table structure which can insert these two tables in that. For that I am open a new notepad. Now create a structure. See, HTML head, title nested tables, now I am going to create a table structure which can be inserted these two tables in that. For that, table border equals to 1. So I am going to create a row tr. Under that first value we have already discussed, assume that the entire first table is treated as your TD. So see, first TD open close and second TD open close. Now close your tr. See, you are created a table which contains one row and two values. Save this as nested table 1, nested table 1.html. Open this one. See. Here you have created a table which has two TD values. Now I am inserting the table code into first TD value. See, open your first table program. See, this is your first table. Just copy this entire first table and paste it on here for under first TD, under first TD. Now save this, refresh your file, again paste this entire value into second TD. Now save this. See, this is a simple way to create a nested table. Our next topic is how to use images into tables. See, you can display all kinds of HTML elements in tables, including images, with img element. Now open your previous program. See, this is your program. Save this as image.html, image.html. See, open this program. See, here you have first, second, third, and in second row you have ABC. Now I am going to insert the images instead of A, B, C. See, change first image, second image, and the third image. See, here instead of A I am going to display image. For that, write img image src means source, equals to 1.png. Whatever file format it may be, you have to write the exact file format. Instead of B, I am displaying 2.png, and instead of C, I am going to display 3.png. These three, 1.png, 2.png and 3.png, are the images which have stored on my desktop. See here. Now save this file and open your browser and refresh it. See, 1.png, 2.png and 3.png images are displayed. With this, you can display images also. Our next topic is spanning columns and spanning rows. See, call span attribute is used to span the columns, and this attribute defines the number of columns a cell should span. The syntax of a call span is td call span equals to number. It means number means here in this example you have 3 columns. So you have to write td call span equals to 3. Then it merge the first, second and third columns into a single column. Now the next one is spanning rows, and this attribute is used to span the rows. The row span attribute defines the number of rows a cell should span. See, td row span equals to number. Now let's see the example. For call span and row span program, I am using the same program which I was used for nested table and the basic HTML program. See, this is the program. Now I am going to save this program as callspan.html. See, open this program. See, this is the basic HTML program. Now I am going to span these 3 columns into one. For that, open your program. See, here in first row you have 3 values. Instead of writing 3 values, I am deleting these 2 and add call span equals to 3. Why I am going to write 3? Because we have 3 columns. If you want to add this some more text, you can add first, second, third. Now save this program. See, these 3 cells are merged into one with the help of call span. Now I am going to see how to span the rows. See, to span the rows, first you have to know how many rows you have. Totally you have 4 rows. For that, see, just I am going to change row span equals to 4. Why 4? Because you have 4 rows. Now go to file menu, click on save. See, the 4 rows are spanned into one. With this, we complete all the topics in HTML tables.